Today we're going to be talking about Pixel Buds, the A series. I received these just last evening, and I got them because I bought a new Pixel phone. I have the new Pixel 6, which I did do a video on. As I was fortunate, Google provided for free the A series Pixel Buds. So it took a long time to get them, by the way, but I have them. So I'm going to do a couple of things with these. I'm going to compare them to some Jabra earbuds that I have. And I'm going to show you also, you do need to know that if you have a Pixel phone, as I do, the app for it is actually built in to the operating system. So here I went to Google Play and I put in Pixel Buds, and this is what popped up. If you don't have a Pixel phone, there will be a mobile app. I pressed open, I get connected devices, which means I'm going to wind up pairing these new buds with my phone. And someplace here you can see I have my Jabra Elite 75T buds, which I like very, very much. So the compare will be interesting. Box opening, as always, simple in this case, won't take long at all, so let's do it. So we have, it looks like it will come out here. So not much on the box, by the way, very little on the box. Talks a little bit about the A series, shows a picture of the case, and that's about it. Nice plain white box. Inside we have the case, and in a second we'll see the actual buds. And underneath we have that and this and that. So we have this, we have a cable, and it's a USB-C to a USB-A. So that would be for charging. So it uses a C charger. And let's see what this is here. We'll open it up. And of course, I should have known what it is we have some extra foam tips for the buds. So there's some tips, and there's a total of 4 tips. And we'll see in a second if there's one that comes with them. That's already on. So there's our four tips. We'll put that away. This is all your warranty, etc. information, and there would be a connect, etc. So we're going to use this as we set it up. There's controls. Yesterday I read that there is a very large update for these, a firmware update that does everything from bass boost to some other settings. So I'm looking forward to that. Feels nice and light, kind of slippery, so I would warn you about that. It is slippery. So let's take this off and see what we have here. Oop. So it comes off like that. So what do we have in here? So it does come already with a tip on it. They're small. I'm going to show you that compared to the Jabra. So these are really small, which I think is good. You can see the magnet in here and the charging location. So let's see. So it goes in the magnet. Yes. These are not wireless charging. If I had to pick one negative, it's that it's not wireless, but I don't think that's a big deal, to be honest with you. So let's take a look at what the Jabra looks like, and then we'll go ahead and begin to set this up. Well, before we go ahead and do the setup, here's the compare I promised you. So these are the Pixel Buds A series that I just unboxed and showed you. And you can see there what it looks like. Here are here's the Jabra case. This also uses a C-type charger. Inside, the Jabra looks a little bit different. So you get an idea. These look a little bit bigger, but let's take a peek. So that's the entire Jabra. And again, you could see it's got the magnet. And so you get a pretty good idea. And these have buttons on them. This is also, this particular one, the 75T Elite, is not wireless charging either, by the way. The charge on this lasts just a long time. Probably real life, including the case and recharging these, probably a good 12 hours. And I'll have to see what these are like. They both click shut, make pretty much the same noise. So let's put them next to each other. So here is the Jabra, and here's the Pixel. Pretty similar. The Jabra's got a little bit more elongated here that you could probably see. And the Jabra does allow me to interface with Google Assistant, speak on it. The microphones are very good on Jabra. I'm going to test them out on the Pixel and let you decide for yourself what you think. So I'm going to take you through the instructions. The first set of instructions are for Pixel phones. And lo and behold, the first thing we have is, look what popped up under connected devices, and Pixel Buds A Series Connect. So let's go ahead and connect. It says set up device, and your device is ready to be set up. And you could see that there's some activity going back and forth. So I'm going to tap setup, and it just says starting setup. This will take a few moments. So let's see what it does. Couldn't connect. Try manually pairing to the device by going to settings. So here I am in settings, pair new device, I guess I'll do. And let's see, see if it finds. Perhaps I just needed to open this. Let's try that. And yeah, it was my fault. I did not have it open. So let's try again. And you could see this time it worked. So you need to open it after you see the connect. And let's see. And there they are. Dennis Pixel Buds A Series. And it says 100% battery, which is great. So I'm going to tap that. So this is what it tells me, that the case is at 88%. And where each of those are. And let's see. These are the settings I currently have. And I find device. So we'll go through some of these settings and see what you think of it. So let me first of all see if it actually works. As I put each one in my ear, I got a ding both times when it happened. Now it says they're disconnected for some reason. So let me see if I can figure out why they're disconnected. So let me tell you what I've done. I have it set up and I can hear now in both. But what I actually had to do was forget it, restart my phone, and then press this pairing button on the back as if this was not a Pixel phone, and allow it to find it in Bluetooth settings, which it did, and pair it, which it did, and now I'm in the process of setting it up. So I've already, I'm just now beginning Google Assistant, so let me go ahead and do that. So I have it set to say, hey Google. So, hey Google, what time is it? So in my ear, it in the buds, it did just give me the time. I'm going to try something else. Hey Google, what's the current weather? Works perfect. Again, I know you can't hear it, but it's giving me the local forecast. Heard me just fine. It didn't put it up on the phone, which I was hoping it would not do. So that's actually pretty good. So that works. And that means the microphone works, and of course I could hear it. So that's it. It is set up. Hey Google, turn on basement lamp. Though you can't see it, it did turn it on. So it works with my home app, also, so great. It shows that I have a connected media device. Touch controls. So here's the controls. Play or pause, you tap. Next track, you double tap. Previous, triple. And to answer a call, you just simply tap when a call comes in. End or reject call, double or triple tap. So it's the same things for listening to music, podcasts, etc., or receiving and getting a phone call. We'll test that phone call together in a little while. Sound. Now, this is what I understand. I don't know if this is the latest. I see there's a bass boost, so I'm going to try that. And adaptive sound, which based on what it hears around me, whether there's a lot of exterior noise or not, things like that. I'm going to put both of them on, and then I'll test it and tell you what I think. In-ear detection on, so what that means is they automatically play audio, and they did do that, so that does work, and I know that. Firmware settings, so there we go. Let's see if there's any firmware update. This says it is up to date, both earbuds, and I'll have to go see if this is the one that I just read about. So I have this now all set up. It did really well. And so let's do just a few more tests with this. Having just taken them out, I want to also tell you they were secure in my ear. As I moved around, even as I took it out and I could feel them coming out, it was very secure, and it did cut down a lot of the outside sound. There's a heater on, a few more things running, so far so good. Right now I'm playing an album, and I hear them just fine. You can't, but I do hear them on my headphones. So I'm going to tap and see what happens. So I tapped, and it paused. I don't know if you could see here, it paused. I'll tap one more time to unpause, and it did. So that was simple. I'm going to double tap, and that moved to the next track as it was supposed to. Triple tap, I'm sorry. That took me back one track. So that all worked perfect, absolutely perfect. So let's try this. Hey Google, next track. It did, it switched it. So you could work it that way also. You don't have to tap. Hey Google, play. And there it goes, it played. So this is very nice, being able to use Assistant. Let me see what happens. I'm going to ask Assistant the weather. Hey Google, what's the current weather? So this is on pause while I'm listening to the weather. And then when it finished, it started playing again. This is really nice. I'm going to send a text to 1234566, which of course is fictitious. So I'm going to try to dictate this. Let me put this a little bit lighter for you, and let's see what happens. I'm currently testing my new Pixel Buds, period. How do you like them? Question mark. They seem to be working well. The microphone is awesome, period. Every word is being typed perfectly. There is no problem whatsoever, period. Thank you so much for watching, period. So there it is. I'm currently playing a station on Sirius Radio, and so I'm going to let that play, and I'm going to test a bit with the controls for the sound. So first of all, let me shut off bass boost. Yep, it's noticeable. It is noticeable. I kind of get a good idea here what's going on. So this is a good experience.